Barbí, you so dumb.
Hey cuties, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hey. If you're not, welcome back, bookies. So today we're on our way to the Swedish Institute of Arts. I think it's of Arts, or maybe just a Swedish institute. After we go there, I have to go to my nail tech's place. I'm gonna tell y'all the story behind this. And then after that, we're going to the candy store. I don't know how many summers back, but I did go to Minnesota's largest candy store, and that's in like Chanhassen-ish. Chanhassen is like Chaska, Chanhassen, around there, out there, you know, past what's her name? What's that girl name? Valley Fair. You get what I'm saying? Way past her. On your way to Mankato-ish, but not really. You get what I'm saying? She's over there. And I went over there. I already started the process because I didn't want to do too much chatting. Swedish Institute closes at 4. Every other day but Thursday. Thursday they close at 8. But yeah, anyways. But this is, please notate, today is December 27th, 2024. The hours may change. Okay? Call and ask or Google. Matter of fact, don't call and ask. Because don't harass those people. Go Google it. Everything is on their website, literally. I cleaned my makeup brushes. So I was supposed to go to the Swedish Institute in the candy store yesterday. But was it yesterday? Yesterday was Thursday, right? Yeah, today's Saturday. Oh my gosh. Today is the 21st. How did I tell you guys it was the 27th? We haven't even touched Christmas yet. That's how crazy this week's been. So, for the most part, y'all, I kid you not. I was supposed to clean the makeup brushes Wednesday after I did my hair. That was a complete shit show too. Not because I don't know what I'm doing. It's a braided bob. I had to pull it back, but it's like a middle part bob, a braided bob with like beads. There's no way you ain't gonna hear me come. For the most part, I was gonna clean the makeup brushes Wednesday, because I knew I wanted to go to the Institute Thursday, and the reason why I do like a day prior is because I let my makeup brushes air dry. So I was gonna do it in the morning, let it air dry by Thursday, would be good to go, right? Y'all, Thursday went, couldn't go. It snowed, a whole bunch of stuff. I had to run errands, this, that, and other. A lot of things popped up. Okay, cool. That Friday was hectic as well. So then I'm like, okay, cool. Saturday, we're going Saturday, which is today. Today is Saturday. Last we talked, on our way to anniversary party for an organization. And y'all, obviously, I had a nervous breakdown because Mother Nature was in town, and it's not always like that. Very rarely will I have like, you know what I'm saying? Very rarely do I get emotional when it's that time. So I kind of like understood why the feelings were like all over the place, but it was weird because it was like a huge shift. But it doesn't always happen, right? Okay, cool, that. And then I'm like, okay, cool, since that day itself was hectic. It was really hectic. A lot of things were popping up that shouldn't have popped up, and that's what had me like frustrated. So like maybe the frustration is what triggered the whole like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was already running late, but I wasn't intentionally running late. Like this one was some different stuff just kept popping up, and that's why it was late. You know what I'm saying? So then I was frustrated because like I'm already late. And it's like I knew I couldn't finish my makeup in time because I still had to put on my lashes. I didn't put on my highlight, and I hadn't even put on my jewelry. So it's like by the time, like I didn't want to take that extra 20-ish minutes to like do all that extra stuff because I still had to go there, and like the drive itself was 28. I think it was like 26, 28 minutes from where the venue that they had it was. So it was a little ways away from me. And then I was like, okay, cool, bet. Y'all, and you saw the way I went. You know what I'm saying? You have to watch the last video to see how I went. But I went kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Not all the way done, but done enough. So by the time I like with all of that, it was just too much. It was too much. Mother Nature was there, and that's how the whole like spiel happened. You know what I'm saying? So then I come back home because obviously, like I told you, I didn't want to be late to the program. Even though I was already running late, I didn't want to like end up missing it altogether because I actually did want to go. I marked it on my calendar and everything. So like I had it set. You know what I'm saying? And I was willing to accommodate some things. After a while, I literally said, I like, if anything else were to pop up, I was going to say no, fuck it, no. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I'm like, okay, cool, bet. I get there, come back because like I wasn't done. I wanted to go out. Since I was already ready, I like if I'm going to an event or anything, if it doesn't end by the time like downtown life closes, I just go out for the sake of going out because it's like I'm already dressed, ready. I know people saw me, but more people need to see me. I'm too fine. That is just mentally how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need y'all to see me. You know how like guys joke about like going, maybe they don't joke about it, maybe they actually do it. I don't know. But it's just like, you know how like guys get their haircuts and then it's just like, then they feel like doing stuff. That's me when I get ready. I feel like doing a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, cool. Bet. So I go ahead and I'm just like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really like tripping about it. I know I'm going downtown right after. Okay, cool, right? So because the program ended it ended around like, well, it was set to end around 9, and downtown life obviously don't start. Well, I guess it starts at 10, but like 11 is the time that everybody's like, hey girl, yeah, and we pulling up. So, I knew that I still had time to go home to get ready. You know what I'm saying? So I came back home, got ready. Right. So in the midst of me getting ready, y'all, keep in mind, like I said, Mother Nature's here. Y'all, I'm sitting here getting ready, putting my blush on, my mascara, my lashes, all that good stuff. By the time because I recorded the first half with y'all, right? Came back, finished up the second half with y'all. And the second half is when like the whole nervous breakdown happened because at this point I'm really like frustrated. I expressed my frustration to you guys. I didn't really fully express it. It came out in tears. And yes. Anyways, so all of that, all in itself, goes on. I'm done getting ready with you guys. By the time I'm done getting ready, it's 10:30. But I'm like, okay, cool. Let me get myself situated. Situating meaning I'm gonna go take a piss, and I'm gonna go get ready to call this Uber. I go take a piss to call my Uber, right? That's the plan. So because it's Mother Nature, I am naturally paranoid when it comes down to like, oh, that feels so good. I'm so sorry. So I'm naturally paranoid. I feel like a lot of girls are when Mother Nature's here simply because like you'll be feeling fine, but when you sit down or doing any type of movements, the flow has a mind of her own, especially when you sit down. I don't care if you could literally have a fresh pad on, and for some reason, when you sit down, the flow is like, I think I want to move to the back. And now it's on your pants. And just like that, your life is ending right before your eyes. It's not something that you intended. She just wanted to do it herself. And that's why when girls get up, we always like have a friend check us or we go check ourselves or even if we aren't able to check, like that thought is in our head, like, did she decide to go search other places where she has no business searching? Exactly. So, I say whether the pad is fresh or not, because like if it's soaked, then it might move back there because it's soaked. But if it's fresh, even if it's fresh, I've had times where it was like, I had a fresh pad on and she touched it just a little bit, but she decided to move still. So anyways, I said all that to say this. After I get done recording with you guys, I stand up, look in the mirror, right? Because did she? because you don't always feel it. Sometimes you can feel it when it's coming out, but sometimes you don't feel it. But you just always check because you never know. You never know. That's the most dangerous time of your life because you can die from embarrassment right then and there if she decides to move and she's not supposed to. Y'all, I checked the mirror. I'm like, she didn't. Okay, cool, bet. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me just go take my piss, call this Uber and leave. By the time I get downtown, assuming that my Uber, obviously the Uber doesn't take like 30-ish minutes, but if I do get there at like 10:40, I'll be outside or like chop it up with people until 11. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm over here improvising, doing something, finding things to do. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just go take a piss, come back, put perfume on. This is my train of thought. After I'm done taking a piss, I'm going to come back in the room. I'm going to touch up if I need to touch up. I'm going to call the Uber. And then we'll go from there. That's the train of thought. Promise you. For some reason, I feel like she moved, but I'm like, no, the pad itself is fresh. Like she wouldn't have moved. And I checked behind me, looked in the mirror. There was nothing there. I'm crazy. I go piss. The dirty bitch. Like I said, the pad. Imagine this is my thigh. Y'all, she said, inner crease of your thigh. I know the pad is there, but I want to slide to the inner crease of your thigh. And y'all, I don't know why. It didn't get on like my pants. Like it didn't like, cause I was wearing like yoga pants. They're not really like yoga pants. Remember when yoga pants were a thing though? Oh my goodness, this feels so good. Oh my gosh. My bad. Anyway, so I like yoga pants because it made but not just any yoga pants. Like remember, like high school year, the boot cut. Is it called boot cut? I think it's boot cut. Yeah, it's boot cut. The boot cut yoga pants with the flip, and the flip had different colors. Ah, what a time to be alive! But we didn't wear it because it was cute. We wore it because our butts look big in it. That's why I get confused when people be like, "Oh, you getting a little thick." I've been thick. I don't know what you're now seeing that I always knew, but I've been thick. You're blind, not me. Okay? You are just now catching on. We've been knowing. I've been thick my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And I like them, but let's take away the boot cut. Let's do leggings. Let's bring them back. Let's do the leggings though. The flip, the yoga pants flip thing that I used to do. Without the boot cut. Yes, the boot cut, but then bring back the option of no boot cut if you don't want boot cut. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, but I was wearing boot cut pants that were like yoga pants, but they're not yoga pants because they didn't have the flip. But I guess they could still be. I don't know what you could call them. Spandex. I don't know. Anyways, that's what I was wearing. So I was like leggings-ish, right? Y'all, why in the world do I see a droplet on my pants? She slid from the fresh pad. I gave her fresh source to lay her head on. And she disrespected me and said, I want to go in your inner thigh and make my way down slightly to your pants. And you're like, how does that happen? I don't know. Her being in the inner crease, I'm like, oh my goodness. At this point, my life feels like it's flashing before my damn eyes. And then I started like, okay, cool. I'm fine. Cause I had to regroup. I'm like, okay, I'm fine. It's like 10:30-ish. It's not really 10:30 anymore. Obviously it's like probably 10:32, but 10:30-ish, 10:40, whatever, around that time. Right. I'm like, it's still early anyways. Yeah. Blase. I'm good to go. I'm just going to go ahead and wash it and this is the train of thought. 30 minutes wash. 45 minutes dry because the dryer tells you, like, you know what I'm saying? The washer, if it has a timer, I don't know where the timer is. But, like, there's so many different buttons. So it's like, what if you have to click a button to see the timer? Oh my gosh, technology. So I'm like 30-ish minutes wash, 45. Well, technically the dry, you can choose different settings and the options of timing. But typical dry, 45. So I'm like, okay, cool. Wash. Dry. I don't need fully dry for 45. I have to do laundry anyways. That's the train of thought. So I go ahead, take off the pants, toss it in the washer. It really wasn't noticeable unless like I did a split or like opened up my legs. And then again, you wouldn't have seen like a huge, like, oh my gosh. It was just like, it was like, it was like the back of this. That's like, imagine the circle right on your pants. That's how it was like. So I'm like, okay, okay, okay. This is the train of thought. I'm feeling good about it. I'm not like late. Technically, I don't have to be there. So it's like, why do I think I'm going to be late? Late shouldn't be like a word if you don't have to be there. You know what I'm saying? Am I late if I don't have to be there? It's optional. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so I go ahead, toss the pants in the washer. It washes. Toss the pants in the dryer. It does its thing. And I tossed the pants back on. Obviously, because of what happened, I had to give myself a third bath. It didn't leave a lot of damage. But like, I just didn't feel this. I didn't feel, no. So, I didn't feel like, you know what I'm saying? So I gave myself a little bird bath because I had already taken a shower prior to going to the anniversary. Took a shower, got ready with y'all, went to the anniversary, wasn't fully ready, came back home, and now I'm over here dealing with this. Probably, I would say a max of like 2 hours went by. 2 hours, 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it hasn't been super long since my shower. I'm fairly fresh, but not super fresh. This is the train of thought. So I'm like, quick bird bath, and then come home, take a full-on shower, go to bed, call it a day. I toss on the pants, call the Uber, this, that, and the other. I make my way downtown. And yeah, while I'm downtown, y'all, I think that was a sign when all that hectic hoopla was going on. I honestly think that was a sign for me to just stay in that night. And I should have took it as a sign to stay in that night. I get downtown only for me to find out it's EDM night. When the hell did y'all start doing that? Don't piss me off. And my thing isn't that it's EDM night because, you know, do your thing, but wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, on the day that I come. So I'm so over it at this point. I literally just wasted money to be going back home. You get what I'm saying? Because like, obviously, like we could go to other places, but there is no other place that I'm really like, oh my goodness, I want to go. It's okay. I'm going to go back home. That's the train of thought. Security's trying to like recommend other places, right? And I'm over here like, okay, cool. Security recommends a place that we used to go to. We don't have any beef with them. However, we haven't been there in a while. Last time we were out, well, that was like September. So in September, this is when we found this information out. And I'm going to tell you all the information we found out. So the place that we went to, right? We went there. Go there typically to eat. We went there probably like a max of 5 times to party. Okay. 5 is really pushing it. I think I want to say it's 3, but I don't fully remember. That's why I'm saying 5. Okay. But 5 is really pushing. Like, we don't like always be there. When we had went there, we came back from New York Fashion Week, right? And we had went over there. And when we had went over there, because I actually was going to go in there, we had went over there. And when we had went over there, the security over there had told us, because, you know, girl, you got to, girl, I ain't trying to gossip or nothing. You know, I don't be doing it. He said, she said, they said. No, I do be like they said. Okay, but anyways, I don't mean to gossip or nothing. But last time we was over there in September after we came back from New York, security had told us when we was trying to get in that it's 25 and up. Baby, at the time, keep in mind, because September, shorty born October, I was 23. I was like, damn, y'all can't even let, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, make little budget cuts for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do something, you know what I'm saying? So, with that understanding, when security, that the place we was at now, when security had recommended that place, that's what I'm saying, no beef with them, but like, and I had did a face. I did do a face. But it was like a what the fuck face, like, ooh, bad. It wasn't really a what the fuck idea. No, it was more like, bad idea. I don't know how the face was. Sometimes my face likes to do faces when it's not supposed to do faces. And it apparently did a face. And you're like, how do you know that it did a face if you didn't know that it did a face? Because security was like, oh, don't do that face. And I was like, oh, ooh, baby, you did a face. Why would you do the face? Did I tell you to do a face? Don't ever react when I don't tell you to react. Don't embarrass us like that. But that's the only reason I did the face, because like, now I'm 24, but like, they do 25 and up. They never started doing that. And security over there has said that out, because that's why I had told security, I was like, y'all never used to do 25 and up. And security was like, yeah, it's a new thing that they started. It's probably been like a week to 2 max since they implemented it. So, okay, cool, bet, right? And the security there wasn't the security that I know that be there. But then again, the day that I went there isn't the day that I know the other security that the security be there. You go what I'm saying? I had went ahead and I made new friends that day. That's what I want you to get y'all to understand. I'll remember face if we interact enough times. You get what I'm saying? So because I've interacted over there enough times, I kind of know the staff to be over there. You get what I'm saying? I finally made 24. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody makes it to 24. Be grateful for whatever age you at, no matter how old you feel. Not everybody makes it to that age. That's what you have to remember. Oh my gosh, I'm talking and doing my brows. It turned out good. Okay, so my bad, y'all. So I was so excited. I just can't hide it. Anyways, so boom, I was over there and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go home. But I didn't explain all that to security that recommended that place. You know what I'm saying? So when they had recommended that place and it was like, oh, don't do that phase, I was like, I don't got a problem with them. Because I really don't got a problem with them. Because like, I don't want you to think I have a problem with them. You know what I'm saying? I made the face because of the age restriction that they did. Not because I got a problem with them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Bet. So security's like, you want us to check if they over there? Yes, please. I said yes. I could have easily said like, well, they got an age restriction. But I don't know. Okay. The reason I didn't say it is because like, what if they stop doing it? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you miss your blessing by talking too much. And that's why I don't talk as much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, cool. Bet maybe they dropped the age restriction. I don't know, y'all. Anyway, so all in all, I go here and they're like, do you want us to check if they over there? I might be able to get through. Maybe. I might be able to finesse because I'm 24 now. That's how I'm feeling. All in all, I know I'm not going there though. I know I'm not going there. And you're like, but you just said exactly. The optimism is there, but however, I haven't been there in a hot little minute. And to be honest, after especially all that has happened, you know what I'm saying? All that I've explained prior to coming here, I really just want to go home. That's how I'm feeling. That's what I'm saying. Optimism is there. They might, subtract the whole like 1 year, then the limit. However, I am feeling like shit. I tell myself, I was like, you know what? Just wrap it up. Because at this point, because you know what I'm saying? Like at this point, I feel like I'm forcing too many things to happen and I don't like to force it because when you force it, it's like you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but it's just like, it's not meant to be and you keep forcing it. At this point, it's really not meant to be and I keep forcing it. That's what I want y'all to understand. Like, I feel like I'm forcing it despite the optimism that they might slide with the like, oh, you're not yet 25, but you're 24. They might let it slide because that's what I'm saying. I've been there a few times. I'm familiar with this people. I'm familiar with them. But at the same time, I'm not going to try to force it. So I already knew I wasn't going to force it prior to making the face. Do I think our new friends set us up? Probably, because like, when did y'all start doing this EDM shit? And it wasn't them. It was a different team. That's what I'm saying. Like, when did y'all decide to Uno reverse switch teams? I don't like that behavior. Don't do it again. Apparently they do it, but I've never, came in the midst of them doing it. Y'all, I don't know. It sounds like a whole bunch of hoopla to me, but who am I to question? You know what I'm saying? Who am I to really question? Oh, well. As all this was going on about, go to that other spot, the spot that we just talked about, I was already like, destination was already set. They were looking for a driver. That's what the app has said. Then security was like, the security over where I was at was like, do you want us to check if they there? Like I told y'all, right? And I was like, yeah, sure. But keep in mind, I'm already knowing I'm not going to go over there because they hadn't yet found a driver. That's what I'm saying, like type optimistic, because they hadn't yet found a driver, and then security was like, you want us to check if they over there? Yeah, sure. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Whichever one comes first type stuff. So then they go ahead and make the call, nobody's answering. By the third ring, they had found a driver and he was 5 minutes away. So now I'm knowing we're definitely not going over there, because like our driver's 5 minutes away. And you can't really, I guess you could, but at the end of the day, like they may charge me that $6.02. You think I forgot? I didn't forget. So, I'm knowing they might charge me for cancellation since he's like fairly close. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, cool. I'm already knowing at this point after the third ring that I'm not going over there, because I'm already set. I already have a driver. So like, there's no need for me to like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's literally no need for me to make it over there. Well, I still could make it over there and change my destination, but I'm not going to, because like I said, signs, synchronicities. I go ahead and I'm like, this is a sign. Take yourself home, go lay down and like relax and just, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to do. So I go ahead and I'm not saying anything because the phone's already ringing, like everything's already in motion, but I'm already in motion as well. So it's like, oh, well, they didn't end up picking up, which is perfectly fine. That's what I'm saying. It was perfectly fine. Which is like kind of a sign, not really a sign. Anyways, boom, they didn't pick up. I'm in the Uber because I said bye to them folks over there, right? Left. That's what I'm saying. I was out for probably like 20 minutes, 30 minutes max. Okay. So I'm in the Uber, and then I realized like, damn, that's true. Like, cause after all this that went on, I realized like I hadn't been over there for a hot minute. Obviously not on the days that they have the 25 plus, but I hadn't been over there in a minute, just regularly. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to take this as a sign to like go ahead and do brunch. I was going to do brunch over there. Can't make this up. I've done brunch before over there. We went together. Y'all made me late. So I had the mushroom top, that get ready with me, the mushroom top and like the bodysuit that I was going over there. So I was like, that's the last time I was over there was their brunch. Yeah. I think, brunch was the last time I was over there. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to do brunch over there, just have brunch. You know what I'm saying? Cause I hadn't been over there in a minute. Either brunch or like, they used to have their wing deals. I don't know if that stopped. I haven't seen the advertisement on that for a while. That's how I first bumped into them. I first bumped into them because they had this wings deal that they did. I don't remember the deal. Don't ask me. All I know, it was a wings deal, and it was a Wednesday I went over there. Why do I remember it was a Wednesday? Because Wings and Wednesday. Oh my goodness. You see what I'm saying? Wings and Wednesday. So that's why I went over there. That's when I had first went over there. After that, I went there for a brunch, and then I went there for another brunch. So actually, it might have been 5 times, because I went over there for the wings deal, went over there for brunch, then I went for brunch again. And then I like went there 3 nights in a row for like their nightlife. Actually, it might have been 6 times. I know I said 5. It might be 6. Matter of fact, let's just say 10. Okay. I can count the amount of times I've been over there on my fingers. Okay. Yeah. Now that I fully like think about it, we'll just say 10. 10 is really pushing it. 10, no. I know I said 5 was pushing it last time, but 10 this time is really, really pushing it. So boom, that's why I was just like, okay, quit that. I'm gonna go over there and do brunch, right? Y'all, I go on their page. What do I see? Lo and behold, remember when I told y'all abracadabra, I do magic tricks, and we was over here telling y'all who we don't rock with because like people be bad business? Yes. Why in the world are they laying in bed with the ops? Are y'all doing business with the ops? I'm seeing the ops on their page. Immediately Control Alt Delete. You're cut off by default. By default, I can't fuck with you. And you're like, by default. That's how it works over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would I be over there knowing I don't rock with them and then bump into them? You know what I'm saying? That I'm not going to even put myself in that position. That's why we ain't got no beef by default, but I can't rock with y'all by default because y'all rocking with the ops. Like, y'all laying in bed doing business with ops. And y'all, I'm like, that's one thing about me. I'm not like, oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm not one of them people who are like, oh, I'm not friends with them, so you can't be friends with them. No, I'm not one of those people, because everybody's grown. They make their own decision. However people make their money is do how they do it. Well, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they do, however they do it, that's their business. If it's good business for you, I'm not complaining. You get what I'm saying? That's none of my business personally, how y'all do business. However, I don't have to take myself over there to entertain the business. You get what I'm saying? So boom, I'm over here like, okay, cool. Yeah, definitely no. Uno reverse. We're definitely not doing brunch over there. I'm cool off of that. And that's how we found that out. Like, I'm not, like, I didn't intentionally go looking. Like, oh my goodness, they rock with the ops. I didn't go looking. They were mentioned, and I had went over there and noticed that they rock with the ops. And I was like, Uno reverse. I think the fuck not. You're guilty by affiliation. You gotta be cut off too. And my thing is, and the reason why I even bring it up, because I could have left that half of the story out. But the only reason I bring it up, because remember what I told y'all, right? I had told y'all them people said that they don't rock with people when it comes to collaboration. Because remember I brought the collaboration idea to them folks, and them folks said, oh, everybody do bad business. Why would you be doing business with people that you said do bad business? That's the real tea. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I could have went over there, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not really a messy girl, because I could have went over there after seeing that and still did brunch and went and told them people. You get what I'm saying? I could have opened my mouth and really been a blabbermouth like, oh, they said y'all do bad business over here, this, that, and the other. No. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm really not even, and I'm one of those people where it's just like, I'm not even going to speak on nothing. Because, like, to be honest, their business is not my business. How you make your money is not my business. You know what I'm saying? If you like it, I love it. That's what I always tell y'all, because it's facts. If you like it, I love it. So if their business is thriving, you know what I'm saying? Kudos to them. That, I don't really care. All in itself, this is what I talk about. And you like, so is this the iceberg we've hit? We haven't even hit the iceberg. You think this, that's what I'm saying. This shouldn't just be the tip of the iceberg. The type of shit that's supposed to unfold. And I say unfold because, like, that's what I'm saying. This wasn't even the shit that I mean that's going to unfold isn't some shit that I even brought to the table. You know what I'm saying? My ideas being used, whatever, they've been being used. I don't give a fuck. I'm the type of person, like, if you don't take my business seriously when I'm in front of your face, I will up and take my business and move otherwhere and do business with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care. It's that cutthroat. I don't be playing none of that. I don't got time for none of that stuff. I might be a pretty face, but mama's not airheaded. That's why, like, I'm these days, I'm starting not to be interested into older men, because, like, the problem isn't that they're older. It's the fact that they be thinking like, oh, because you're young, like, you're naive. Baby, my age and my mentality were not the same. Don't get me wrong. I do be turning off my brain sometimes. And then it's just like, is this the same smart girl I was talking to? Yes, it is. However, that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? I be on and off. Sometimes I be saying smart stuff. Sometimes my brain just be on vacation. Everybody's out the office, and I'm ditzy. I'm just doing my own little thing. It be that way. Okay, go back. So all in itself, y'all. If you like it, I love it. It is what it is, and that's just that. I just think the whole thing is messy, but this is not the tip of the iceberg. And I'm the type to watch everything unfold. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even tripping. You see the smile on my face? If anything, y'all just watch it unfold with me. You just got to watch it unfold with me. Y'all, that's what I'm saying. The cherry on top, I haven't even mentioned the cherry on top. The cherry on top is diabolical. It's diabolical behavior. It's diabolical. The cherry on top it's an Uno reverse that I don't think a lot of people singing. Okay, you're gonna see when the cherry on top happens, and I'll tell you when the cherry on top happens. It hasn't happened yet, but well, if I get word of it, because I'm not one of those people that like go looking for stuff. And however, I'm not gonna sit here. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they're not really doing business with them to do business with them. Maybe they're just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're doing. That's something I'm not really in their business. And that's something I'm not going to sit here and assume and do all that stuff and try to investigate. No, none of that. No, I really have better stuff to do. We just going to stay out the way. We going to stay out the way because it's bound to unfold by itself anyways. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really need to like, oh my goodness. No, it's going to unfold by itself naturally anyway. So I don't really care. I'm not really tripping. So boom, let's actually get into the nail, right? And you're like, there's a story with everything, y'all. So boom, what happened with the nail? Remember that time I had told y'all that I was out and that dude was over here asking me to cook, and I was like, TT, don't cook. Hold on, I need my little puff powder. I'll be back. Okay. So boom, if you're new here, okay, so I did a story time. I was out, this dude, we were chilling, we was vibing. We wasn't really chilling, vibing, I guess. I don't know. Basically, we was like, I was downtown, right? Club scene. And here I am chilling, vibing. This dude had said he wanted to talk to me. If he wanted to just converse, I wouldn't have mind. However, the conversing that we conversed turned into a whole interrogation session, which I didn't really mind. However, this is not the environment to, like, you know what I'm saying, get to know, interrogate this, that, and the other. That's just how I was feeling. You know what I'm saying? So he had asked me to cook for him. And I had told, because he asked me if I was like African, and I told him yes. And I was like, yeah, I'm Liberian, this, that, and the other. And basically he didn't believe me. For like the people who already know, you know, but this is a recap to the people. So he didn't believe me. I wouldn't say he didn't believe me, but that's where like it became a whole interrogation session, because it's like, oh, how come you don't hang out with these people and this, that, and the other? You get what I'm saying? That's why I felt like an interrogation session, because it's like, you trying to validate what I told you, but what I told you was valid already. So, boom, right? He comes up, and when he had asked if I know how to cook African food, I said yes, because I do. But I didn't think he was going to be like, oh, can you cook for me? I don't know where I thought this was going to lead. So when he had asked me, I had told him, oh yeah, I don't really be cooking. I did tell him, however, prior to like me reverse Uno, take that back, I did tell him my favorite soup was peanut butter soup. Because, I don't know, I should have said beans tteokbokki. I said it because it's very rarely said, and I kind of do like it. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Throw you a wild card in there. I bet you ain't never hear of that. And he didn't, because then he was like, okay, so what is it? And I was like, basically pepper soup with peanut butter paste. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm over here explaining. Then he gets to, this is how I knew like shit was escalating, because he was like, so what do you put inside? And boom, it was, and then he started telling me what he likes. Like, oh, I don't eat this meat. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's not that. It's not that. You didn't up and find a wife. You know what I'm saying? Because he was already like he was intrigued when he found out that I was like 24, no kids. And it was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, you think you found you a golden goose. I'm a golden goose, but I'm not your golden goose. You get what I'm putting down? Okay, cool. So boom. That night all in itself, that happened, right? So then the irony of it, so I'm cooking peanut butter soup. I'm cutting the chicken. I can't make this up, because I told him I'd be putting chicken in, and I do. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm cutting the chicken breast. I'm cutting the chicken breast. You can put chicken, but I did chicken breast because I have chicken breast. Anyways, so boom, cutting the chicken breast. I literally like, in the midst of cutting the chicken breast, I don't know what happened, baby. This nail was like, bitch, fuck you. And I think he jinxed me because I didn't want to cook for him. Because why would I be cooking peanut butter soup and then my nail breaks? Because he jinxed me. That's the only explanation. That's the only explanation. He jinxed me. Because it's like, here I am kikiing. I literally was kikiing because I'm like, damn, just the other day, buddy was asking me to make this. And he was like, when you make it, save me a plate and I'll come pick it up. Wooty, wooty, woo. And here I am cackling like, huh, I ain't gonna do that. And then I'm over here making it. And then boom, this happens to me. So I literally hit up my nail tag and I was like, save me, SOS, pimp down right before the holidays, pimp down. And she was like, girl, I got you. So then I'm pulling up. So I'm getting it fixed. So, yeah. I think I'm just gonna like not play around with y'all like that anymore. If you ask me if I can cook, the answer is no. Okay. Because I don't need to be jinxed no more. Okay. Yeah. I don't play like that. I'm gonna use this today. This girl had commented under my makeup, the product review for this one. It's the Euphoric Rush, right? She had commented under the video and she was like, she had said like Barbie looks, cause why did I put it back in the container? What the hell? So she was like, Barbie looks good in pink or something like that. Her comment was like something like that. And I was like, oh, this bitch. Now she got me feeling like I should try this shit again. So I'm giving it another go. Because Shorty has said I look good in it. And it's not that I didn't look good in it because I really did like it. But then when like somebody else was like, red is your color, I was like, And then I started looking at red blush. And then Mac just happened to send me red. Like, well, technically it's lip balm and blush, but it's just like red blush. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? And I did like the way I looked in red. I don't have a problem with the pink. I just really like the way I looked in red because red made me feel sexy. I thought the pink made me feel sexy, but then like red was like, no, I'm making you feel sexy. And I was like, oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay. So let me put my setting spray on. Okay, but when I did the review, I did get trigger happy though. I did. I kept piling it on because I wanted to see if it was buildable. So I did it for a good cause. You get what I'm saying? But all I remember is like how I looked with all of it on. What's TT? Ooh, actually, okay. I like this. Okay, I don't know. Hold on. It's not good to use a big brush. I would say that. What is it giving? What are we giving? What are we giving? What are we giving? It's just giving soft. It softens my face. I think it's not because don't get me wrong, if they would have sent me the red, I would have used it to this day. I will use it interchangeably. I like the red because the red is just like, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to a museum, so there's no need to, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to be a dragon. I don't need to be roaring and braving at everybody. So soft it is. So now I know if I want to go for a softer makeup look, pink is my color. If we want to like, ba ba boom, red. Okay? Okay. This is our final fit. I told y'all bob, braided bob fit. Purse. Yes. I think I'll let it hang. Yeah, I'll let it hang. Because when I had the pink one, well, it's not really pink. It was like that creamish pinkish one. I didn't let it hang, so I think I'm gonna let it hang this time. And you see me boots because it's definitely snowing. Well, it's not snowing, but there's snow on the ground, so boots. You know what I'm saying? And this is how it's cut. It's cut like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 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 But obviously that's because it's Chile. I have gloves in my purse. So this is our fit. We got, I want you guys to see the boots. I should have showed you before I put them on. They're Juicy Couture. There's a bow on the back. I wanted to show you the bow on the back. Pretty simple, nothing crazy. And now we're gonna go. I'm excited.